With Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman gearing up to present the first budget of the new NDA government on July 23rd, students in Mumbai highlighted their expectations for the education sector. Their demands range from increasing the expenditure on education, which hovers around 3% of the GDP, to a sustained focus on skill development and educational infrastructure.
As a student, I think my expectations from the budget are that generally education ministry statistics say that we should allocate around 6% of our GDP to education. But right now we are revolving around 3 to 3.5%. I think we should increase that percentage and also we should increase the scholarships. Also the national institutions should be increased.
Expectations from budget are a bit high from this government because in the last budget government allocated only 3% of the union budget to the education, but I consider education, being a student, education among the roti kapda and makan, it being a fundamental right. I think at least 1/10 of the budget should be allocated to the education sector through education ministry and social justice ministry as well.
My expectations as a student would be that first of all, the IKS system, which is the Indian knowledge system, it should be promoted more, and more capital expenditure should be increased on implementing IKS systems. And secondly, NEP implementation is being told by the government since 2020. So there should be proper infrastructure that should be built and should be implemented for proper implementation of NEP.
There are many points in budget to cover, but specifically I want to give a flashlight on hostels. Like me, I'm from another state and now I'm studying in Mumbai, like a big city. So there is problem of hostels. Like we have infrastructure and we have building of hostels, but they are not opening. So government should increase the number of hostels, and with that we should focus on opening admissions for hostels too.
In addition, some students and stakeholders in education demanded the allocation of more funds in the budget to bolster the research and innovation ecosystem within the country.
My expectations basically are that as India is going to be the global superpower and the leader of the global south, so we are not doing much in the research and development sector. Currently, as of the internal budget, we are just allocating 0.67% of the budget to research and development. Beyond the major economic powers like China, South Korea and US. So my expectations are that we should do more in the research field.
I think for any country to grow and to be forward-looking, education needs to be a priority. The finance minister in the last budget made a great initiative for creating a research fund to help India do research in the future. So I think that is something very good. Coupled with the new education policy, research and education needs to come together to build a great ecosystem where we build on the patents and the intellectual property that we're creating, and that could be enhanced.
Students in Mumbai are hoping that their voice will be heard and that their expectations to have better infrastructure and increase expenditure in education will be addressed in this year's union budget.